welcome to my channel. Well, I was watching Tobias talk on a video, and he was talking about coin collecting. He says he likes coins and stuff, but he doesn't collect them because they're too expensive. Uh, Coin collecting is one of the easiest things that you can do, um, just by looking through your pocket change. They gave me this in pocket change. It's a 1941 wheat penny. Um, Now, depending on the date and everything else, but I mean, this is a wartime wheat penny. Depending on the date and everything else, they can be worth a lot. But the main thing is wheat pennies and any Lincoln cent up to 1982 are copper. After that, in 1982, they switched. So if you get a 1982 penny, you have to weigh it just to see whether it's copper or zinc. And the copper one, I think, weighs like 3 grams, and the zinc one weighs a little bit less, like 2.5 or something. But another thing that you can do, besides just going through your change and everything, is to go to the bank and do what they call coin hunting. So you basically get rolls of pennies right here, and see, that's a zinc one, 84. So you can look at the end caps, and kind of get an idea. They're probably going to be all current, but you never know. That's just one of the things that you can do. You can also look for errors and stuff like that. So that's one of the things that you can do, and I won't bore you with looking through each individual one and stuff, but that's what a lot of people do, man. They just go through. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to look for any wheat pennies and stuff like that. And I don't know all the current, special dates, but see, there's an 82 that we've got to check to see whether that's copper or zinc. I think that one's copper, but we'll find out. So we put that over there in the question pile. And like I said, you can go online and do a lot of searches for error coins and all that, because certain dates you look for certain things. And I'm not inspecting these just for that. I'm mainly just looking for separating the copper. See, there's a copper one. Separating the copper from the zinc. And when you're finished, of course, this is a 2002. You can look at the back too for errors and stuff like that, but I mean, it's something, like I said, that's inexpensive. Basically, once you search through your coin roll and everything, you just roll it back up and take it to the bank. And let me see, I think that was a zinc just because of the way it's all messed up like that. Get in here where you can see it. Yeah, 1984. 2001, 2017. Like I said, I'm not really, searching these real heavily for errors and stuff like that. Mainly just pulling the copper out of it. And that's what you do. You just basically go through, and now these numerically, numismatically and everything, they're still basically all worth a penny until you go to sell it somewhere, like somewhere special, eBay or a coin shop or something like that. Then you might get a little bit more money for it. But this is something I did when I was a kid. I looked through my change, and I've got probably like $2 worth of wheat pennies that I had just pulled from, in circulation. Here's another copper. So it's something to do. I mean, it can be an inexpensive hobby or an expensive hobby, depending on how you want to do it. It's the same with anything else, just like with knives. You can start collecting inexpensive knives, or you can get into expensive ones. And this is just, like I said, a casual thing to do. that almost cost you no money. You know, I mean, you just go through. You can do the same thing with dimes and quarters, looking for silver. In 1964, they switched from 90% silver or so into copper and nickel. Well, they had that little copper, you know, sandwich in the middle and nickel wash on the outside. So, you know, hand model violation. That's a Sharpie from, I sent Bishop 64's goodies off today, so it should arrive Friday. But I got that from writing his address on the thing. So, anyways, yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna bore you with, you know, the complete. There was something about 2000 too, a 2000D. I don't know. I watched a lot of these different coin hunting ones, and you know, they'll mention different error dates they're looking for and different things that you can look for, and it can make a difference. I mean, you know, some of these can fetch a pretty high value. It depends on the condition of the coin and what type of error you got, or you know, how many were minted. And I haven't, there's another copper one. I haven't, this is an old one. 2005. I haven't messed around with coins and stuff like that. Again, that's another thing. That's another collection that I had to sell. I had United States proof sets from like 1975, every year almost on up until 80 something, 85. And of course I had to sell them. I sold a lot of my coins. The wheat pennies, you were only going to give me 2 cents each for the wheat pennies. So, you know, coin dealers, unless you know them and stuff, a lot of times they can rip you off. If you, I had a proof quarter that the guy was just going to give me a regular price on. I said, no, that's proof. You should know. You know, you're a coin shop. But anyway, there you go. I just wanted to give you that little heads up that this is another thing that you can do, another hobby that you can have that can be casual or full-blown where you really get into it, you know. Some people buy $50 or $100 worth of coins and search through them every time, you know, and then whatever they find, they make money off of. If not, you know, you haven't lost anything. You can basically just re-roll these and turn them back into the bank and get your money back and try it again. Kind of like gambling, except that you're only risking your money. You're not risking your money, really. You're just give you something to do. All right, here, look what we got here. Oh, it's 82. We got to check that one also. That one might be zinc. And then they changed the design on them. 2015, I think, yeah. There's one year where they, Lincoln's anniversary, where they sat there and did different backs, and some of those had, you know, he's sitting on a log with a corncob pipe or something. Here's a 75. When I went into the service, it's copper. So, yeah, some people, like I said, just sit there and save these up as copper. Now, the good thing about coins that have some kind of value, copper has a very good, you know, value in electronics and everything, and wires and all that. It's pretty good. But the advantage of having what they call like junk coins or junk silver is this can't be taken from you. You know, like at one time, the gold was you couldn't have gold or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but a lot of people, you can have what they call junk silver, 90% junk silver, and they sell it times the face value. You know, so if it's like $1 worth of junk silver might be 4 times or 5 times the face value. And the advantage of that is if anything ever happens where you have to do bartering or trading or anything like that, those are American coins. It's not considered like bartering, but you have to let them know, hey, this is silver. This is not just, this is not just junk stuff here. But like I said, it's up to you. What you want to do with your time. And not, hobbies, they don't always make money. Sometimes it's just the thrill of finding, a rare coin. Or for me, just getting a wheat penny and change, man. I'm in Texas, so we don't run into quite as many Canadian coins and stuff like that. But occasionally you run into Mexican money. That's another 82 I gotta check. Nice and shiny. $2012. Like I said, it's something to do if you get bored. Or see, there's another copper one. So those copper ones, even though, like I said, they don't, they're numerically they're still just a penny and stuff. Mineral or metal content wise, this is copper and this is zinc with a copper wash. And the copper wash, like you can see, the pennies just don't hold up like they used to. They look crappy. And that's what happens when you go cheap on stuff. 89. See, there's another 82 I gotta check. What that is. You can tell this guy's zinc just by the condition of him. 1984. Yeah, they used to be our coins didn't corrode, Your coins could sit in your pocket and get wet and everything else, but now if you find coins under the floorboard or something on your Jeep, it's going to look like this. They're all mangled. But anyways, there you go. I'll look through the rest of them. I'll let you know later on if I find anything, but I just want to show you that's something that you could do. Here's, you pull copper out of copper/zinc type of stuff. And nowadays, a lot of more older coins are popping up in circulation. I think because people are getting desperate and they're robbing their piggy bank and they're not looking through it, and they're just turning it in. Because, like I said, the other day I got 2 wheat pennies in change, and one of them was a 44 and the other one was a 41, and in fairly good condition for being circulated money. Anyways, there you go. Just a little something you might want to try. If you like I said, you can get into it deeply, or you can just do pocket change, or maybe occasional coin hunting. So thanks for watching and have a nice day. So out of $2 worth of this, I'll have to count that up for you, but all those are copper. Every one of the 82s were copper. They weighed 3.1 grams or somewhere around there. Now, in 2009, they came out with this anniversary of Lincoln's birthday. And they came out with some different ones. Here's him sitting on a log reading a book or something. And then here's another 2009 D with capital or something. Anyway, I like those. I just collect those just for the heck of it. And what was this guy? This was a 41 that I didn't find in these. And then here's kind of an example of what an error coin would look like, although this one's not quite there. You see how the rim is struck really fine here? If you get off-center ones, the more noticeable one, like if it's missing the L in Liberty and stuff like that. It just says Iberty. Those can be worth more than a penny. Not a whole lot. It just depends on, like I said, the condition of the coin and how bad the error was. Trying to get this one to focus. Here's another kind of example. You see, you got a nice pronounced rim over here, but it gets thin over there. I don't think this one would be considered an error coin, but that's just some of the things you can look at. And like I said, it's an inexpensive hobby because you can do it just based off your change, your pocket change. I know a lot of people don't like to carry pocket change, they just throw it in a jar or something like that. But before you cash that in, just glance through them and look. And sometimes you can find, I mean, there's some valuable coins out there, just circulating around that people don't even, like this one here. This is not much to most people, like, it's just a penny. And it's worth a penny. It's actually worth more than a penny. Usually these are at least worth 2 cents. So you got something going for you there. You basically doubled your value. And let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20. 25, 35 cents of copper. 35 cents out of $2 worth of copper washed zinc was copper. So all I do is I just stick them in a little bag, copper coins, and eventually I'll get a box for that. And what'll I do with that? I don't know. It might be worth something. It might just be worth a penny. You usually don't lose any money on collecting money, unless you get ripped off. Like you bought something off eBay that was fake or something like that. But there you go. Just something else for you to think about if you're bored or need another hobby. And it can get expensive. Woo, it can get expensive. I went to Dollar Tree and got a few more goodies. They got their Halloween gear out, so I picked up some more of these eyeballs, and they had some red eyeballs too, so that's good. Those will be going in giveaways. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.